Hey. So this is my first time doing this, and I'm really excited and nervous at the same time to see how this is gonna turn out. But okay, I'll introduce myself. My name is Christa Nguyen, and I am a Vietnamese student who's currently studying abroad in Canada. I've been here for 2 years, and I am currently in IB curriculum. For those who don't know, IB is an international program for students, and it's the program and for the course is kind of different from those in the provincial courses. And so after I'm in IB, I've learned to be like a risk taker, and I've learned to be a problem solver and all those kind of stuff. So it's really cool and good, and it encouraged me a bit to do this kind of thing. I also got suggestions from my parents and friends a little bit to do this kind of stuff. But yeah, so just so you know, this channel of me is gonna be me talking about my personal, well, okay, maybe not personal, not too personal. It's gonna be about me and my life here in Canada, things about studying abroad, in my opinion, my point of view, my school stuff, and then so it's just gonna be kind of like a very close talk kind of stuff. So don't be afraid to comment and ask me, and then I'll try to answer. And yeah, okay, so today I think I'm gonna start with I think this is a problem that most everyone have when it comes to studying abroad. So I came to Canada like 2 years ago. It's almost 2 years, but I would say a year and a half. And okay, I think the first thing that you have to take care of seriously is that you need to have language. It doesn't matter where you're going to, I think, and because language is what connecting you to people. You may not know this stuff, that stuff, but the teachers, school, and those like your instructors or whatsoever will be the one to give instructions to you and teach you how to do things you don't know. But if you can't even communicate with them, it's gonna be your biggest obstacle. Like, it's gonna stop you from doing anything. And then if nobody understands you and you don't understand them, there's no way you can connect with them. You need to connect with people first, I think, to be able to work anything out. We can sort out this stuff out later. So I've been learning English for, let's say, I was doing this for 1, 2, 3, 4, at least I'm in grade 11 right now. I've been doing this for at least 6 years. I've been speaking English, practicing English, working with English for 6 years now. And this is what I've became so far. So my English might not be the best. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm not saying that mine is the good. Mine is something that you should learn after. But I myself think that this is enough for me to communicate with people here for the moment. There are still times when I'm having difficulties, and I never really thought that let's talk about it in a different perspective. So before I came here in Canada, before I went to study abroad, I was in Vietnam, and people just kind of having this kind of common idea, common sense that you can go and study abroad, and then your language will be better because you have the environment there, you have people speaking the language there and all kind of stuff. Yes, for sure. I'm not saying that this is wrong. Not totally wrong, because yes, when you go study abroad, people would be talking the language that you need to use. Okay, so you can ask them all about it, you can listen to them every day, and your brain will get used to the language, and then everything like that. Of course, it's gonna help your English or whatever language you're studying the most. Like, it will help you improve a lot. My accent got better, I got a lot of new vocabularies, my English got better. But it is also the thing that you have to know is that you still need a very good foundation before you can build up the floors. It's like building a building, like, okay, that was weird. It's like you're building a house, a tall building. You need a good foundation before you can build up any level, any floor of it. Yeah, so that is the first thing that I would recommend you when you like want to go abroad, study abroad, or whatsoever. That is the first thing. Study your language. And like the second thing that I would advise you is that other than language, this is a personal thing, personal knowledge to me, but to learn a language properly, you also need to know about the culture and the background of that country you're going to, of that language you're going to, language you're learning to. So, for example, before I came to Canada, I only had a few, basic stuff about Canada. I was like, okay, so Canada's official languages are French and English, and Canada's prime minister is okay. I'm so sorry. Just a moment. I suddenly forgot his name. It's right there. It's right there on my tongue. Justin Trudeau. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. My brain, it's stuck in that sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, it's just some very, very basic stuff like that. And then, boom, I came here, and then I realized that, I think I actually need more than that. I actually need more than those. So I didn't know that. Okay, this is the thing. I haven't been to all the other provinces in Canada yet, but here in PEI where I live, Prince Edward Island where I live, supper is the word that is used for dinner. I never knew that until I came here, and people started saying it's supper time, and it was like, excuse me? Yeah, so supper is a word they use for dinner here, and it's like, and then now I got used to it so much that I just started calling it supper too, and it's like it feels just really natural. And they call lunches, like sometimes they call lunches like dinner. Okay, I don't know why it's that. I didn't get to fully understand it, but that's how it is. Yeah, and then you should try to get to know where you're living, what's the cost there, and like the street and stuff, and how things work around, especially if you have like someone that is like your friend, someone who you know that's living there. Ask them more questions about where you're living. Ask them about the bus stop, and then like how do you travel around, how do you find your ways around, what are the famous just like places around in the place, kind of like that. So that is the basic foundation to me to go study abroad. Maybe there is more, but to me at the moment, it's those two things that are the most important. Get to know your language, and get to know your understanding about the city's background and where you're living's background. It's gonna be the best if you get those sorted out before you go study abroad, or before you just decide any stuff on this studying abroad stuff. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. So that was my first ever made video of, just me and like my vlog stuff. That was really fun. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for me. I will really appreciate it. And it's okay too if you can't. I understand. Just ask me questions if you want to and comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much.